Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Naveen, and in today's video we have something really exciting. We're gonna be doing the reading 200 pages a day reading challenge. I'm nervous about this because today is Wednesday. We have until Sunday to read 200 pages every single day. I think it's doable, but it's not gonna be easy. It's still gonna be very challenging to get it done. But I want to do it. I want to challenge myself. I'm back in my reading mood after reading not so many great books last reading vlog, which pains me to say, but they weren't the best, being honest. So yeah, you're propped up on top of my reading cart, and right now I don't know what I want to read. I have The Naturals by Jennifer Lynn Barnes, and I actually have the box set waiting for me downstairs. I have to go get it, so we can read that. And then I also think I want to read Divine Rivals. I think I'm kind of in the mood to get into that. I don't know. What do I want to do? Do I want to do Divine Rivals or do I want to do The Naturals? I feel like since I got the box set, I should go into The Naturals and see how many books of the series I can read in one video. Yeah, that sounds like a plan. I'm gonna do that. Let's do it. Okay, so here we have the box. I'm gonna open it and show you guys what. Oh my god. So this is how it comes. It's literally just the box set, and you can see how each of one gets progressively, how can I show you, like this, like that, how each of one gets progressively bigger, which I don't know, I don't think I'm gonna be able to finish the entire series in 5 days, but at the same time I'm reading 200 pages every single day, so maybe I can. I don't know. What I want to do is take one out and test the floppiness of this, because I love paperbacks. If there's something you should know about me, I'm not buying a hardback. I don't like them. I like a floppy book, especially a paperback. Yeah, they're not floppy at all. So that's good to know. I hate when that happens, because what's the whole point of a paperback? It's for it to be fluffy, not floppy. If it's not floppy, then what's the point? There's literally no point. But yeah, I have the Natural series, and it's The Naturals, Killer Instinct, All In, and Bad Blood. Bad Blood is the fourth one, and it's the bigger one. I'm so excited because I've heard this is like Criminal Minds-esque, and if that's the case, then I'm so excited to get into them. Because another thing you should know about me is like Criminal Minds is one of my favorite series. Like Criminal Minds, The Office, and Paquita Salas, which is like a Spanish version of The Office. Love all three of them. I can rewatch them time and time again and not get bored of any of them. I've seen each of them more than once at this point. So yeah, I'm so excited. So let's get started. Okay, so I come with some updates. First of all, we're gonna ignore my hair. It's a mess. I know it's a mess. It's gonna stay like this. I don't know what to do about it anymore. So this is what we're working with. Second, I read the 200 pages. I had to read up the naturals, and let me tell you, I'm obsessed. I'm obsessed, you guys. I'm loving it so much. I read up until page 202 because by page 200 I was in the middle of a chapter and I just had to finish that chapter. I had to know how it ended. I'm on page 208. This book brought up a feeling that I haven't felt in such a long time about a book, and it's that giddiness of like kicking your feet and enjoying a book so much and having such a fun time that it reminded me of why I love this hobby so much, because it's just escapism, and I'm loving it. I'm loving it, honestly. So the premise of the book, we have our FMC named Cassie. She's approached by the FBI because they want to recruit her. They have a program named The Naturals inside their profiling unit, and they have 4 other teenagers working with them, and basically these kids are naturals at something. So for example, our main I'm gonna start with the other characters. We have Leah, who she's a natural at telling when people are lying. We have Michael, he's a natural at reading people's feelings. And then we have Sloane. I think that's the way you pronounce her name. I could be completely wrong, and if I am, please leave it down in the comments and let me know, because I don't want to butcher her name. Also, the light is gonna keep coming. It's gonna be weird because there's one bulb that is not working properly, so I'm sorry about the light. But yeah, we have Sloane, who is a natural with statistics and numbers and things like that, and then we have our FMC, who is a natural at profiling people, as well as the other natural, whose name is Dean. He's also a natural profiler. And you guys, I don't know if I'm gonna be making it spoiler free or not. I'm gonna try to make it as spoiler free as possible. So Cassie is contacted by the FBI because they want her to join the program. She joins, and then they start training her. And these teens, this group of kids, they don't work with the FBI on current cases. They work with them on cold cases, and they help resolve cold cases. So that's basically the whole premise of the book. And then I'm gonna say something that might be a little bit of a slight spoiler, but I have to speak with someone about this, and I can't speak with anybody else because I'm the only one reading this book right now. But when we were first introduced to Michael, I knew he was going to be a love interest because of the reaction that Cassie had about him. And then when we were introduced to Dean, I was like, okay, is this going to be a love triangle? Are we really going there? And we are, you guys. We are going there. And I might love it. And I might be Team Dean. Yeah. There's something about a mysterious man that's gonna do it for me. So I'm Team Dean. I have nothing against Michael, but I'm Team Dean. Then Sloane reminds me of Spencer Reid of Criminal Minds so much. The fact that she just randomly sputters facts about things, it's so funny to me. It's so wholesome at the same time because it's like, okay, nobody asked, but you go, girl, you tell us the fact. Why not? Yeah, I love her. Leah, I don't know how I feel about her just yet. Michael and Dean, I like them both, but I'm a team Dean. And what else? I think that's all I have to say for now. I hope what I said makes sense because I'm just here like twirling my hair and kicking my feet and just giddy. And I just want to go to bed and wake up tomorrow and get back into that world because I'm loving it so much. So, yeah, I hope that I was able to make my opinions, not my opinions, also the writing. Oh my god, you guys, the writing is so good. It makes you really immersed in the story from the very beginning. And not only that, it's such a page turner. Like, you just want to keep going and keep reading and keep finding out what's going to happen because that's how good this is. Um, because you're so invested from the very beginning. That's how good this is. And you just, the only thing you can do while you're turning the pages is just care more and more about these characters and what they're going through and what is going to happen next. You can only care more and more about those things. So, yeah, I'm gonna stop talking now because I've been talking for 8 minutes and this update did not need to be 8 minutes long. But just can't stop thinking about them. And I'm so giddy about it also. I don't know why. I'm just so happy right now that I decided to read this book. So yeah. Now I'm just gonna shut up and stop. Now I'm just gonna stop yapping. Okay, guys, this is gonna be a super quick update because I lost perception of time and I have to go with a friend. I have to go hang out with a friend and I'm already running late, but I have to do this update. So I'm gonna do really quickly. This morning I read 100 more pages of The Naturals and I finished it. I loved the book. I gave it a 4.75 stars. The only reason why it's not a 5-star for me is because, first of all, I didn't get the 5-star feeling from it. And second of all, the whole premise of the book is that they're trying to catch a serial killer. We don't know who they are, they don't know who they are, and we're like working out all the clues and everything with them. So my thing with who ended up being the serial killer is that in my opinion it was a little bit far-fetched. It did make sense when they explained it, but still I felt like it was, I don't know, it just took me out a little bit of the story. It kind of, I was so immersed in the world and in the story, and when I read that, it kind of took me out of it, and I was like, is this really who I believe the serial killer is? But at the same time, who am I? I'm nobody. I'm literally nobody. Like, that's who the author of the book decided who the serial killer was gonna be, so that's what the serial killer is. I have nothing else to say about that. Then, about the love triangle, I thought it was gonna be worse. I thought I was gonna hate it because if you know me, one thing about me is that one of my least favorite tropes is love triangles. I hate them. But this one was done in such a way that I didn't feel like it was a love triangle. I loved it. It's like, okay, so you get little crumbs with this person, you get little crumbs with that person, and then you kind of make up your mind. And I'm Team Dean. I still am Team Dean. I love Michael. I really appreciate what he did and I respect him for what he did, but I am still Team Dean. I just, what I said, something about a mysterious man, and like, you can tell he's trying to avoid his feelings for Cassie, but they're there. You can tell they're there. So yeah, I'm so excited to continue reading once I came back because I still have another 100 pages that I have to read. So I'm so excited to continue reading once I get back. And I don't know if I'll update you guys later tonight or just maybe tomorrow morning because I don't know at what time I'm gonna be home. So if it's too late, I'll just update you guys tomorrow morning. But yeah, I think like that's all I had to say. So I'm gonna go because I'm running really late. Okay, guys, this is the fifth attempt that I make at recording this specific clip because I don't know what to talk about. Everything is a spoiler. I don't know. I don't want to give spoilers, so I don't know how to talk about these things without spoiling things, but I'm gonna try my best. So let's go like in sections. Let's first start talking about the plot. So we're following a new serial killer, and this serial killer is a copycat, and we're trying to figure out who, not only who, but why. Not only who, but why. Yeah, we're trying to figure that out, and I feel like I can't say anything more about the plot because it's gonna be a spoiler. It's the second book in the series. It's whatever I say is gonna be a spoiler. So that's where I'm gonna leave it with the plot. That we're following a serial killer that's a copycat, and we're trying to figure out why they're doing what they're doing. And then the writing style. I love the writing style. It's so creepy. Like it gets your attention and it won't let it go. I read those 200 pages basically in one sitting. I didn't say this, but I already read the 200 pages. So yeah, I basically read them in one sitting because I was so invested in the story and I just wanted to keep turning page after page after page. And it's such a page turner. Like, oh, I don't have any other way of explaining it other than it's a page turner. You're so invested in everything because the way she gives you little crumbs is like is done in a way that is so smart because she will make you guess and then give you a little crumb of knowledge and then continue with the story and then give you a little another little crumb of knowledge and then continue with the story. And that's something that I actually love because you're not being told everything. You're actually kind of guessing with them. So you feel like you're part of the investigation. And that's so cool, in my opinion. Then we have the characters. I love every single one of those characters. I'm talking about the naturals in specific. And yeah, I love them. I love Leah and how sarcastic she is and how protective of Dean she is. I love Michael and I love Leah. I love Michael. I love Sloane. I love Dean. I love Cassie. They feel like family. It has that found family aspect. I never would have thought would I have thought I was a fan of found family? Like I found family wasn't ever one of my top tropes, but this series might change my mind. this series might. Then we have, of course, Love Triangle. A little update about that. I'm still Team Dean. I don't think I'm gonna ever be Team Michael. I don't know. Maybe something will happen in the future that will make me reconsider and be like, no, I'm actually Team Michael. But I don't think that's gonna happen. I'm pretty happy being Team Dean. And what else do I want to say? I don't think I have anything else to say. That's pretty much all. I don't know if this little segment made any type of sense. I My mind is working at a speed that is way too fast for my mouth to compute, not compute, to process, to speak. I don't know. I don't know what I'm saying. Oh my god. I don't know what I'm talking about. Yeah, my mind is going at 100 miles an hour in two different languages, and my mouth cannot keep up with my mind. That's what I was trying to say. So, yeah, I hope this made sense. And now I'm just gonna go and watch some YouTube and relax for the rest of the day.
Several days later.
Hello, guys. I come back with some updates. If this looks different, it's because I'm in my brother's room filming today. It's Sunday and it's like 1 a.m. We went shopping and then we went to watch How to Train Your Dragon, which was such a good movie. I really did enjoy it, but that's besides the point. So yeah, we went to do that, and now it's really late. So let's do what we came here to do, which is talk about books. And yesterday I didn't film an update, but I did end up reading the 200 pages I had to read. And I read the first 100 pages and I ended up finishing Killer Instinct, which is the second book in the Natural series. And in this book, we are, as I said before, following a different serial killer. But not only that, we are more focused on Dean as a character and his backstory and how he relates to the case and all of that. And as a Dean girl, I enjoyed this very much. I very, very, very much enjoyed it. I ended up giving the book a 4.5 stars. The only reason why it has a lower rating than the first one is because I felt like it dragged a little bit as opposed to the first one. The first one was really, really quick paced, and this one was really quick paced as well, don't get me wrong, but I felt like during it kind of dragged during parts and it kind of got repetitive in some others. But apart from that, it was really, really good. It's like watching a different episode from Criminal Mind with with each book that you read, and that coming from me is one of the highest compliments that you can get because as I've said before, Criminal Minds is one of my favorite series. I've been watching it over and over again since I was like 10 or 11 years old. Way too young to be watching Criminal Minds, I know. But that's besides the point. The thing is, this book is amazing. The whole series is amazing. So yeah, we're more centered around Dean's character and his past, especially his past. I don't want to say much more because I feel like that would be a spoiler and I don't want to spoil anything. Then I still had 100 pages to go, so I read 100 pages of All In, which is the third book in the series. And in this book, we're following or we're more centered around the character of Sloane, which is the girl that reminds me of Spencer Reid from Criminal Minds, and as a Spencer girl, I'm loving this. I'm enjoying it more than I was enjoying Killer Instinct at this point in the book. And yeah, today I failed the challenge because I was only able to read 100 pages. I'm on page 210. I was only able to read 100 pages before we had to leave to go shopping, but I don't know if I'm gonna have time to read the next 100 pages tomorrow, because tomorrow I have to edit and upload this video. So yeah, I don't know how that's going to go. But as I was saying, I am enjoying this book much more than I was enjoying Killer Instinct by this point, because I feel like the type of killer that we are following, I am much more intrigued in this type of killer rather than this type of killer, if that makes sense. Because All In feels much more like a puzzle that you have to resolve. And with Killer Instinct, I was able to figure out a lot of the plot points as we were going. So a lot of the twists weren't really twists for me because I kind of already figured them out. I feel like that's as well one of the reasons why I ended up giving it a lower rating, because for the naturals that I didn't see coming at all. That twist I did not see coming. And in All In, I feel like I'm not gonna be seeing the twist coming either. Maybe I will, but I'm pretty sure I won't. So yeah, maybe I should not say that because I'm only 210 pages in and this book is like 160. Not 160. This book is 360 something pages long, so maybe I should shut up and continue reading and be maybe surprised. Maybe I won't be surprised. I don't know. But yeah, I think that the type of killer that we're following also is the main reason why I'm enjoying All In much more. It, for the first time, it does feel like a puzzle that you have to figure out with them. I don't know how else to explain it. So I feel like the covers are pretty spot on. And yeah, those are my thoughts of the book. I really, really hope they made sense. And I wasn't talking in riddles. And yeah, that's all I have to say for this video. So I'll see you guys in my next one.